Kevin McStay story that Colm Keys has in the Irish Independent today, saying that there's a meeting scheduled with the county board. So we've got a little bit of information in the meantime, done a bit of digging on this, and apparently it is suggested, it's rumoured that there was a poll conducted amongst the players about whether or not they would be happy with how things were and whether or not they were going to come back next year, and just what could they do to improve things. And it wasn't all sweetness and light when it came to McStay. That there was a cohort within the group who actually said that they wouldn't be returning if McStay comes back. Apparently the county board are more than happy with him, and they actually think that this is a clear sign of progress. We're on the right track. In fairness, the county board had appointed McStay and Fergus MacDonald as joint managers, and then they'd taken the decision that didn't work, and they'd taken MacDonald out of there. So I guess he's their guy, and they should be backing him, right?
Yeah, and I think, the way that Kevin conducted himself in the build-up to the Connacht final would definitely have resonated with the county board, where it was, well, I know where we're going to be on Connacht final day. We're going to be lining out at the Hyde. I'm not sure where Galway are going to end up, but I can guarantee this is where we're going to be. And that is the sort of utterances that you want as a county board delegate to hear from your manager, very similar to the way Cian O'Neill behaved in the build-up to the Newbridge or Nowhere campaign. So I think that is something that would have stood in Kevin McStay's credit. But at the same time, the results on the pitch have been very good. By and large, very good. Now, you can't get away from player unrest if that's the case. I don't know how certain we are that this is the case, and I can only go off what I've seen in the flesh. But the body language of the players after the Armagh game towards Liam McHale and Kevin McStay, it surprises me that there would be a large number of them, a sufficient number of them for his future to be in doubt against him continuing in the role going on what I'd seen that day.
But maybe there was a bit of unrest in the camp this year. I don't disagree with the idea that he's brought them forward in his tenure of being involved. But who did they beat in the championship this year?
I understand their move to the Connacht final was farcical.
Exactly.
Right.
And who they beat in the championship this year kind of doesn't matter. It's like they're establishing themselves as a Division 1 team, and they're going to be there, and you've got to stay there for 3 or 4 years. Look, so Roscommon aren't Kerry and they aren't Dublin. The best they can hope for is to get a group of players through who can challenge to reach an All-Ireland semi-final and hope that everything breaks your way when you get that far. But
I'm saying that there is a possibility that there might have been player unrest this year, because there wasn't any moment where they were like, this is an unbelievable result, this is a truly galvanising experience which marks our tenure as a roaring success. As I say, I don't disagree that Kevin McStay has been a success for Roscommon. I think he has been, and I would say that he stays on. I'm saying that if there is sort of unrest within the camp, that the players aren't up for Kevin McStay, well, I can see on a results basis in the championship this year why they might think that. Why they might think that they might have won one Super 8 game. Why they think that they might have held on to that lead that they had against Galway and could have done a lot better in that Connacht final, because the draw that they got in Connacht helped them to gloss over a portion of the championship. And I don't know, I can see why that might be a case, but
I don't think they're glossing over a portion of the championship. But I was on commentary duty for the Roscommon Tyrone game, and the fact that those players threw the towel in the second half, abandoned ship, I don't know if you can blame the manager for that. Down tools. Now, where's
not a great sign?
I think you can make an argument that you can point out and say.
Well, it looked to me like tactically they'd been set up in the right way. They started the game very well, but and
they had the wind in the second half, didn't they?
They did, yeah. So,
that result made no sense.
I think the players would feel they were making progress as they walked off the pitch after the Armagh game. They have got promotion back to Division 1. What is the level of expectation amongst the players? Where do they feel they should be? If they have valid reasons for feeling that another management team could bring them to a better place than Kevin McStay and Liam McHale, well, because of the time and effort they put into it, they're entitled to do that, like any other group of players that have suggested getting rid of their managers in the past.
Talk through it, and everybody should be men about it and just get on with it.